Hari Om. Hari Om. Shall we start? Say yes. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Anjana Nandanam Veeram Janaki Shokanashanam Kapishamaksha Hantaram Vande Lanka Bhayankaram Kujantam Rama Ramedi Maduram Maduraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shaka Vande Valmiki Kokilam. Hari Om. So this is my first visit to this place, Ahmedabad. Now this has become world famous city now. You have to feel proud of this place. The world's largest stadium we have now. See, you are very happy. Yeah, clap. Good. Largest stadium. And one more thing, the world's tallest statue. So you are the largest and you are the tallest in the world. So first we have to be proud of our the things what we have. So before we do our puja, our tradition says that first you have to do puja to yourself, Atma Puja. Then you start doing puja to the Lord. Bhagavan also says in Bhagavad Gita, Uddharet Atmana Atman, na Atmanam avasadayet. So first we have to feel proud of our place where we are living. Even though I am coming from south part of India, Tamil Nadu, I also join with you the largest stadium and the tallest statue. When we go out of this country, we used to say that we have in India the tallest, we are the tallest in the world now, and we are the largest in the world now. Now, our topic for this 5-6 days, leadership and management from Ramayana. Very, very difficult. You must be very, very curious. How? How this is possible from Ramayana? Management and leadership means we are expecting from Western world. You agree? Please agree. Whenever you say management and Ramayana, leadership, we all look from look at this Western side. Actually speaking, we have so much of wealth of knowledge of this leadership and management. Slowly we'll see from Ramayana. You are very curious, I know that. What is there in Ramayana leadership and management? We know the story that Rama went to forest for 14 years. I'm not going to tell the story, but we know that. Here the Ramacharita is very, very popular. Very, very popular. 14 years Rama went to forest. In between he lost his wife. Very lucky fellow. Lost his wife. But because of the society, he has to brought her back, rescue her. With all effort he made, he brought a very powerful team and built bridge in the ocean, went to Lanka. He was fighting with all the Rakshasas. Finally, the villain was killed by Rama and he rescued Sita, brought back. Pattabhishekam happened. Finished. Ramayana over. Rama is finished. This is what happened to Ramayana. So many people are doing yajna in this Ramayana. 9 days. Ramayana Navaha. Ramayana yajna. If you have more time, 1 month Ramayana. Or 1 year Ramayana. So you keep on studying the Ramayana, same story everywhere. We have more than 300 versions of Ramayana. 300 versions. Adikavi is Valmiki. After Valmiki, so many poets arrived and they contributed in their own language, in their own culture. More than 300 Ramayanas. Luckily, in all the Ramayana, Rama is a hero. Heroine is Sita. So they never change this character. Here and there they change small things. You'll see. We know this story, very popular story. How can we derive this kind of thoughts, management, leadership thoughts from Ramayana? We will see slowly. Are you ready? Shall I start? Say yes. I am not going to give you any homework. No homework, no question. Just you enjoy this talk and we try to learn something. Don't, generally spirituality or this kind of spiritual talk, you should be very serious. Learning should be very easy and very happy. So we have Chinmaya Vidyalaya Nagapattinam, where I stay. 1,700 children are studying there. So we used to say, don't work very hard. Hard work should not be there. Joyful work should be there. You have to enjoy your work. Enjoy your work. That's hard work. Hard work. Hard work. How much mark you get? 15 mark per 100. So involve yourself, enjoy this work and get mark. So joyfully you will learn and you will try to see this kind of nice thoughts, very practical thoughts. Okay? Now see, what is this Idihasa? Idihasa. We heard about this Idihasa. Idihasa. What is this Idihasa? We have two Idihasas, Ramayana and Mahabharata. Only two. So Ramayana is 24,000 slokas, Mahabharata 1 lakh sloka. 4 times bigger than Ramayana is Mahabharata. We have in Puja Hall. Our Mahabharata is very big, bigger than Ramayana. The hero of Ramayana, Rama we know, the heroes of Mahabharata, Pandavas. Krishna helped them. Actually, Mahabharata is meant to establish Dharma. The first half of the movie, second half of the movie. Mahabharata. First half of the movie, always the villain should get he has to dominate the story. Second half of the story, our heroes should come and they have to take the whole, the whole scene. And finally, Dharma should win. The conclusion is very important. Whether it is Ramayana or Mahabharata, two great movies they have taken from Ramayana and Mahabharata. Valmiki written this Ramayana, Bhagavan Vedavyasa has written Mahabharata. We know that. Mahabharata and Ramayana. Two great epics we have in India. No other place you can see in this world. Only India has got two great epics. People are talking about this is mythology. No, here we should not use this word mythology. Mythology, the word comes from myth, imagination or untruth. No. Our ancestors told we should not call this by this name mythology. This is Idihasa. So what is the meaning of Idihasa? This is the meaning of Idihasa. Dharma artha kama mokshana upadesha samanvitam purva vrittam katha yuktam idihasam prachakshate. Idihasam means history, epic. So whether it is Ramayana or Mahabharata, it has got Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, Chaturvida Purushartha. Everybody we are working in this world to get this 4. Purusha hi artyate. So we are trying to earn these 4 things in our life. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Very interestingly, they are separating this. 2 sections. The 4 aspects can be split into 2 sections. The first section includes Dharma, Artha, Kama. The second section only Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama put together is called goal in life. The Moksha is goal of life. So Dharma, Artha, Kama is what that? Abhyudaya. Moksha is Nishrayas. So almost 99% of this, the people are living in this world revolving in this Dharma, Artha, Kama, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Dharma, Artha, Kama. 99%. That's why whenever you ask for the people to come for Upanishad and Bhagavad Gita, only 10-15 people, including the speaker. Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita, at least you get 50. Upanishad, 10. First class. Second day, 4. Last class, teacher. Upanishad. Why? Upanishad is talking about moksha. Sir, I don't want moksha. I have very, very busy work in my office, my house. I have to worry so much there. Why unnecessarily you are calling me for moksha? I am not interested in moksha. So this is last aspect of the Purushartha. So we should not complain. Why? Whenever I conduct Upanishad class, people are very less. Yeah, if people are very less, everything is going perfectly. Suppose people are coming large amount, there is some problem in the society. So now it's going like this only. More 99%. Dharma artha kama. Nowadays there is no artha, only dharma, no dharma, only artha kama. That's why you see many people, wherever we go sometimes say, are you man or animal? You're getting it? We are asking, are you man? Only artha and kama. There is no dharma. Dharma should be the base. Dharma artha kama. Enjoy this world as much as you want. After enjoying everything, just you spit out when the fragrance has gone from this, what is that? Chewing gum, what do you call bubble gum. The fragrance has gone and the sweetness also gone, then you have to spit it out. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya writes in Sanskrit, thu kritye. Thu means when you spit something out, you will create the sound thu. You will not create other sound. Bar, bur, dum, no. Thu kritye. He says in Sanskrit, thu kritye. Dharma artha kama, just enjoy goal in life, just thu kritye, then come to moksha. All this dharma artha kama is explained, artha moksha is explained in this idihasa, through the stories of our ancestors. This is called idihasa. So hereafter we should not call this as mythology. I know you got the point. Two idihasas we have. We don't have time to read this now. Yeah. Can you see this? Can you recognize this? But you got it? Yes. Okay, so whichever the name you want, you call it. But you put in the payasam, eh? You make payasam here? Yes. Okay. In the payasam you put this. Kheer, okay, kheer. In the south this is payasam. In north is kheer. You put. And you put this. What is it? Vermicelli? Semia? Sorry. Packed and what is that? Molded semia. Okay. Milk payasam, milk kheer. And you have this also. All these things. Sorry. Whenever you make some kheer, you bring this kind of item in that. Na? You agree? Oh, okay, sugar also. I am very sorry. Okay, in the next picture I will add sugar. Thank you very much. I forgotten. Very good. This payasam kheer is made for those who have diabetic. Okay. So I will bring sugar. Okay, you add sugar and whichever the thing you want extra, add it. Okay. You got the point. Okay. When you make any kheer or payasam, you bring this kind of things and you make it very, very nicely. The fragrance. Fragrance also occupies the whole house. In the same way, whenever you see Purana and Idihasa, our problem, when you read Purana and Idihasa, so many stories are unbelievable. One Krishna married 16,000. Is it? Whoa! What a lucky man! Krishna married 16,000. How he managed? One, sir, only one. Crying. From the morning till night crying. Both of us crying in the same house. I will go and cry in the office, she will cry in the house. That's all. This is the difference. How he managed 18,000, 16,000. How he danced on what that Kalia. So many what that. How 5 people, one Draupadi married 5 people. What is this? What's going on in your text? So many questions we ask. It's very interesting when you see our Valmiki or Vyasa, they are not very, very ordinary person. When they bring some message, they have layers in that book. We do not. Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda says that there is no problem in the holy book. There is a problem in our ability to understand the holy book. Our Gurudev says, that is your problem, your inability, you are not able to understand this holy book. The great rishis, their purpose is not to become so popular or to get name, fame, no. They were not behind popularity, name, fame, money. Just they were working for the welfare of the human being. Loka Sangraham, that is their aim. When they bring this, when we study Purana and Idihasa, we find this kind of thing in Purana Idihasa. Now see this. You getting it? Real stories will be there. Mystic meaning will be there. And morals will be there. Philosophies will be there. There are so many things mixed together and kept in the scriptures. When we read the story, immediately you get some mystic meaning, we are confused. Some mystic meaning. Suppose you read what that Bhagavatam you read. You know that Gajendra Moksha story? The Gajendra was caught by this crocodile. You know that if you read, they were fighting thousands of years. 1,000 years they were fighting. What? Crocodile? 1,000 years. How to understand that? Mystic meaning we have to understand. You getting it? So these are the places how to understand. These are the places how to understand. How to see this one Draupadi married 5 people. Getting Gurudev used to say that you have to understand. One mind works with 5 sense organs. Whenever the mind works with the eye, it is disconnected with all 4 organs. So whenever Draupadi lived with one husband, the other 4 people should not be there for 1 year. This is how they made the system. You getting how to understand, where to understand the philosophically, where to look for the values and where to get this kind of mysticism. When you read Bhagavad Gita, Urdhva Moolam Adhashakam. Urdhva Moolam Adhashakam, wherever you go and see that picture, the picture is upside down. Gurudev says, hey, this is a wrong picture. We should not understand like that. This is mystic meaning is given through this Ashwatha Vriksha. Getting it? Getting it? So whenever you study Purana Idihasa, all the things are kept together. So we don't have the ability to understand the scriptures as it is. There is no problem in the scriptures. It's a bundle of so many things together. Oh, our rishis are not very, very ordinary people. So there should be something. First, when we don't understand the deeper meaning, we have to understand one thing. There must be something greater meaning. I don't have a capacity to understand that. So we have to come into that kind of conclusion. No, our topic is Valmiki Ramayana. It has got 24,000 verses. Just 24,000. Whenever they take some pen, they will not keep the pen. Minimum they will write 1,000 slokas, then only they will. Minimum 1,000. Mahabharata 1 lakh. Ramayana 24,000. Bhagavad Purana 18,000. Minimum 1,000 they will write, then only they will keep the pen on the table. Powerful work. Bhagavan Valmiki only, he wrote this Ramayana first time. He is called Adikavi. The first person who wrote Ramayana. He only introduced Rama to us. Then so many great poets came and they studied the original Valmiki and they have retold in their own language. Now, Ramayana has got Saptakanda, 7 sections. This is very, very popular. Balakanda, Ayodhya Kanda, Aranya Kanda, Kishkinda, Sundara, Yuddhakanda and Uttarakanda. The first problem happens in Yuddhakanda. What is that? Agni Pravesh. Why Rama pushed Sita into Agni? What? Rama pushed Sita into Agni. Excuse me. You have to go and read as it is in the Ramayana. Then you can understand how Rama made Sita very glorious. When you read Yuddhakanda in that Agni Pariksha, you will understand how Rama sacrificed his name and fame to protect name and fame of Sita Devi. It will take more time to clarify this idea, but our topic is leadership and management, so I am not touching here. But when you read, you will understand. You will not blame Rama. You will glorify Rama. Why? Rama glorified Sita. That's why you will glorify Rama. So there is a competition. Who will glorify whom more? The competition between Rama and Sita. Very, very interesting. Because we don't have ability or we don't have time to read, whoever says something about Rama, so we are also repeating the same thing. And one more problem, Uttarakhand. Again Rama is sending Sita to forest back. Two great problems. We are not going to touching it. Just the 7 Kanda, our Valmiki wrote. Now, in this 7 Kanda, this is the whole Ramayana in one sloka. Eka sloki Ramayana. Oh, no need to study 24,000 slokas, huh? So when we have time, we have to read 24,000 slokas. And they made how to, chant this whole Ramayana one sloka daily. Adau Rama tapovanaadigamanam hatva mrigam kanchanam Vaidegi haranam jatayumaranam sugriva sambhashanam Vali nigrahanam samudra taranam Lanka puri dahanam Paschad ravana kumbhakarna haranam Edadhi Ramayanam. Finished. Whole Ramayana is chanted in few minutes. Finished. This is Ramayana. Rama went to forest and he killed that Kanchana, Mrigam Kanchanam, the golden deer. At that time, Vaidehi was kidnapped. Jatayu Maranam on the spot. Jatayu started fighting with Ravana, finished his life. Sugriva Sambhashanam. Then Rama went to Sugriva. Sugriva helped Rama. After that, Rama killed Vali. Now, Rama killed Vali, you should not say. Vali was killed, that's all. We should not say Rama killed Vali. No, Vali was killed. By whom? We do not know. By his own mistake, he was killed, that's all. The Vali Nigrahanam, Samudra Taranam. Then Hanuman went to Lanka, came back. Lankapuri Dahanam, burned Lankapuri, came back. Then afterwards, Rama, Lakshmana, and the whole team went to Lanka and finished Ravana Kumbhakarna. Then this is Ramayana. The Ramayana is over. I am not telling the story. So from the incident, we are going to learn. Is it okay? Small introduction, just outline only I showed. This is the meaning. No need to see. Why Adikavi Valmiki composed Ramayana? Why? Because he had so much of time in the forest. He did not know what to do. So 24,000 slokas. So we are suffering now. So people are asking, you have to read Ramayana and you have to understand. Unnecessarily he has given homework for us. Whole life. We don't have time. So we are very busy with our personal activities and official activities. What is Ramayana? About Rama's story. What is Mahabharata? My family story only. Why brothers are fighting each other? What is Ramayana? Family story. Mahabharata, family story. See, our rishis are very, very great. Suppose if they tell the Vedic message very directly, it's very, it's very difficult to digest. The Vedic message is like Guda, what do you call this? Vellam? Jaggery. Jag. The Vedic message as it is jaggery. It is very difficult to eat. You can eat only this much. When you see that I can swallow this one big lump. When you see this, if you take very little, then after that it's difficult. Then put the same jaggery in this kheer. 4 tumblers also will go inside. 4 big tumblers will go. So they brought this Vedic message through the stories of Rama and Pandavas. And that story also should be connected with our personal life. Rama, because of the personal life, personal problem only Rama went to, the family problem Rama went to forest. The same family problem in the Mahabharata. Ramayana period of family is different. Mahabharata period of family is different. Mahabharata period, our period. So what are the characters were there in the Mahabharata? Shakuni. In Mahabharata only one Shakuni. In my family, ayyo. So many Shakunis, sir. Only one Duryodhana and Mahabharata. Among Duryodhanas only I am living. Where? My family, 2 Duryodhanas, office, all Duryodhanas. Oh, so many people are there. So Mahabharata is very close to us. Ramayana happened in Treta Yuga, Mahabharata happened in the Dwapara Yuga. We are living in Kali Yuga. But we can derive nice messages even from Mahabharata and Ramayana. So we are very lucky, actually speaking. Ramayana, those who lived in Ramayana period, they didn't know what is Mahabharata. So those who lived in Mahabharata, they know only Ramayana. We are living here very luckily, we know Ramayana, we know Mahabharata. We can derive so many things for our life. Okay, sir, why Valmiki composed this? Valmiki, why composed? What's the reason behind? Valmiki wanted to show the model person for us. Model, what do you call the specimen? Specimen. He wanted to show specimen. Because we are very much what that, our children also will ask, Dad, show me very nice person whom I can follow. Dad says it. Myself is model. You follow me. No. You are getting up 7 o'clock. I cannot follow you. You are lying. From the morning I notice you are doing so many bad things. I will not follow you. So you show me very nice person. Any generation if you take, people are asking you, show me very nice person whom I can follow. I can set this person's standard. When you take the question paper outside the question paper, maximum mark 100. Maximum mark 100. You should be, this is the maximum. You show me the maximum personality whom I can follow, at least 35% I can get pass mark in my life. You show me one model. Valmiki wanted to bring this kind of model person, the specimen, for this human community. So he had this kind of question when he was living in the forest. So we should not think those rishis living in the forest, they had very nice salad, fruit salad, or they were eating only vegetables, varieties of vegetables. No. They were eating only roots and fruits. But they were thinking about this, so many good things, which is very, very useful for human community. Valmiki wanted to show the model person. He was thinking about that, reflecting on that. Whom can I show this model person for the humanity? At that time, Narada Maharshi visited to his ashram. Valmiki started asking, Sir, I reflected, but in my reflection, so many years I have been reflecting that I got 16 good qualities of human being. I derived from my own reflection. 16 qualities. Have you seen any person who is living now? I am not asking the person who lived somewhere else. No. Have you seen person who lived now? Konvasim sampradam loke. Sampradam means now itself. Sampradam loke gunavan. Gunavan, the person with all virtues. Gunavan. Kascha viryavan. It's very interesting. If the person is very viryavan, he will not have guna. So if the person is very viryavan, you just go and shake your hand, okay? You will smash. Why viryavan? How are you? So far I was good. No, I'm not good. Viryavan. If the person is very viryavan, it is difficult to see that guna or the virtue in there. If the person has got all kinds of virtues, virya will not be there. We have seen many places. Good person, but he cannot take even chair also. Virya is not there. Valmiki's combination is gunavan, kascha viryavan, dharmajnascha, one who knows the righteousness. Konvasmin sampradaya loke gunavan, kascha viryavan, dharmajnascha, kritajnascha, satyavakyo, dhridavartaha, charitrena cha ko yuktaha, sarvabhuteshu ko hitaha, vidwan, kaha samartascha, kaschaike priyadarshanaha, atmavan, jidakurodaha, ditiman, ko anasuyakaha, kasya bibhyati devascha jato roshasya samyuge. So he has to fight in the war. There are so many. The person who has got all kinds of these 16 qualities, have you seen? This is the question of Valmiki. Narada was stunned with Valmiki's question. This is very difficult question to be answered. And luckily our Narada had answered. Yes, more than the 16 qualities the person has. I know that person. Ramo nama janai shrutaha. All the people are calling him as Rama. Even now also he is living in Ayodhya. So our Valmiki, Narada only introduced Rama to Valmiki. And Valmiki got information from Narada Rishi, and he sat in his tapas and he saw whole Ramayana, whatever happened in Rama's life. And he composed Ramayana in 24,000 slokas. Not only what happened, whatever they thought during that incident, he brought the thought also. So Valmiki composed very nicely, showing the model person for us. Now, one very important thing, if you read Ramacharita you get devotion. Na? It is meant for devotion. Devotional text. Na? Say yes. Devotional text. The way you chanted this Rama, oh, it's very nice to hear. Devotional text. Automatically you will get love for Rama. But our Valmiki brought here to follow Dharma. He presented Rama as Dharma Murti, Dharma Vigraha. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. Very, very practical person in our life. He never told anywhere in 24,000 slokas Rama is what that? Avatara Purusha. He says one place, Vishnu Jagnye. The Vishnu only he came as Rama. After that, he just cut that link. Vishnu came on this earth as Rama. This Rama is none other than human being, that's all. Ramena Manushena Manushena Manushena. So throughout his Rama is a human being, that's all. Otherwise, Sita was kidnapped. If Rama knew that, I know where is Sita. Nothing will happen to her. Then he will have his own salad in the forest. Eating fruits and enjoying. Sugriva also will not make any effort to bring Sita back. Why? Rama is enjoying his fruits, I am also enjoying with Rama. What is a jackfruit? Some apple. Eat. Now in the story, he has to, when he lost Sita, you have to see how he went almost like a mad person. Whenever you lose your wife, you have to behave like this. Ideal husband, sir. Ideal husband. Ideal husband. When the separation, how to show the love. Oh, that's why Valmiki brought every husband how he has to work. So when you lost your wife somewhere in the Kumbhabhishekam or Kumbh Mela, you should not take ice cream and eat. Oh, sir, make some effort. Bring her back. Your Dharma Patni, Sahadharmachari. So whenever you make mistake, she will come and she will correct you. So she is your partner. You have to go together towards the salvation. When Janaka Maharaj handed over Sita Devi, we never in our culture, you read anywhere in our scriptures, we never considered one step lower than man. No. There is no equal, no people were asking equality in our scriptures. You see the Ardhanarishwara, only in Hinduism, only in Sanatana Dharma, Ardhanarishwara. Rama also said, Rama, I do not know, so you have to read and you have to understand. Rama never put Sita down next. He considered Sita exactly as he was. I don't know how people are studying and are telling that in Hinduism there is no respect now. No. Nowhere you see. Complete respect, complete what do you call it, place, everything is given. You know one thing, when our Valmiki composed this Ramayana, he has given 3 names to Ramayana. 3 names according to Valmiki. The first name, Ramayana. Second name, Sita Charitam. The other name of the Ramayana is Sita Charitam. The third name of Ramayana, Paulastya Vada. So one name dedicated to hero. Another one name dedicated to heroine. Third name dedicated to 3 characters are very important in any movie. You take any movie also, director first he has to select hero, heroine, villain. 3 names was given by Valmiki. Sita Charitam. Not only Ramayana, Sita Charitam. How Rama is highlighted here, the same way Sita also highlighted. Oh, our culture is very, very powerful. I also grown from that family. I have seen, father is very, very powerful outside. Mother is very powerful inside. All the decisions the father will take consulting with mother only. How mother controlled? By crying, that's all, simple. That's it. Very powerful. I also seen with my own family. Mother is very soft, but she will not fight. She does not have this kind of physical power to fight with the father. No, simple astra. Brahma, more than powerful this Brahmastra. All decisions taken. Okay. Whatever you want, you do it. Very interesting. Very interesting. How they live together more than 20 years, 30 years in the same family. Oh, this is Sanatana Dharma. How they got inspiration from Ramayana, from Mahabharata. You go to other countries, you say that these people are celebrating 50th Golden Jubilee. After marriage, 50 years. 50 years. Same house. How? Lalada Likitam. They are living together. Very nice. So they understood what is Dharma, how to travel, how to reach home. So Valmiki composed to show us what is the ideal person. Okay? So our topic is management. Leadership you told. We are coming. Why Valmiki composed? Now say our Gurudev, Swami Chinmayanji. Very, very good. New thoughts he brought to us. Very new thoughts. One of the new thoughts of our Gurudev Swami Chinmayanji, he says that Rishis like Valmiki, Bhagavan Vedavyasa, they brought this kind of idea, Vedic ideas to Ramayana, Mahabharata and Puranas. They tried their best to bring the standard of life of a human being. Standard of life. Gurudev used to say that all the rishis are inner scientists. They work inside the human being, inner scientist. And he never criticized outer science also, scientist also. He always acknowledged that. So many times he used to use the scientist Einstein name. Oh, Einstein is he is a representative of all the scientists, okay? Excuse me. Why not Newton? Okay, Newton also is there. Just because I have space only one to put. To bring only one scientist. So representing all the scientists. The scientists are working, they have taken the field of outside world. The rishis, they have taken the field inside the human being. Outside the human being, objects, things and beings. Inside human being, their personality. So these people are called inner scientist and the outer scientist. These people are bringing standard of life for the human being. The scientists are bringing standard of living for the human. Living means the comforts outside. Life means the values inside. Now our Guru, this is a very, very unique thought of Swami Chinmayananda. He brings this. Now he is not neglecting that. You should not neglect the science. You should not neglect this. So you have to bring this and this. When you bring the standard of living outside, we have to have all the comfortable environment we should have. Should not live in poverty. Yeah, we should have everything. Prosperity should be there. Outside. We have to bring science, economics, politics, everything should be there. At the same time, we have to bring values also inside. When we have this kind of standard of life, we know how to enjoy the life. Otherwise, we will have everything and we will suffer comfortably. Gurudev used to say, suffer comfortably. Put AC, have some very nice, reclinable chair, sit like this. What are you doing? Worrying. How comfortably worrying. So you have everything, but you should know how to enjoy that. How to enjoy, we need to have this value system inside. So rishis are giving that kind of lifestyle. standard. So they try to increase the standard of life, and scientists, they try to increase the standard of living. We have to bring this together. Science and religion should come together. This is the idea of Swami Chinmayanji. According to our Gurudev Swami Chinmayanji, our Valmiki Rishi is none other than inner scientist. So he tried to bring and show as over that model. Rama the 100%. The question paper has got 100% mark, 100 mark maximum. No student will get 100 mark. Nowadays they are getting. But we should not, the perfect, nice professor, nice teacher will not give mark, 100 mark. This teacher never gives mark. This teacher is very good. 99. So he can give, but the department is asking me question. That's why 99 mark. Nobody will get 100. Only Rama is 100 marks. When we get 35% when we compare with Rama, then we are very good. Great personality. Suppose we get 60%, oh, you are first class. 80%, almost you are near Rama. 100%, you are Vishnu himself. Rama, Rama number 2. So no, we will try to get 100% how Rama lived. It is very, very difficult. At least 35% when we get, then we have got pass mark. So there should be some model. Valmiki brought this model. Valmiki is none other than the inner scientist according to Swami Chinmayanji. Is it okay? So our rishis were contributing this kind of system to raise standard of life inside. Scientists are contributing to the society to raise what is the living standard outside. When you bring standard of living and standard of life, then we can make heaven on the earth. No need to go to other world after death. While we are living on this earth, we are enjoying heavenly life. Bringing east and west together. Swami Vivekananda also imagined or brought this kind of idea. Bringing the best from the east, bringing the best from the west, bring together. There should be some very nice, combination. Okay? Being over that inner scientist, or Valmiki brought Ramayana. Okay. Now, the next point. This is what I explained. It's okay. No need to read. I explained this. Now, this Valmiki Ramayana, 24,000 slokas, sir. Valmiki himself says in this sloka, in this book, Kamartha guna samyuktam dharmartha guna vistaram samudramiva ratnadyam sarvasruti manoharam. Valmiki says. In this book, 24,000 slokas, those who read this sloka, suppose the person has got that kind of ability to take from this book, I tell you, this book is like samudram. Again, like this is like ocean. The person who knows how to go deep into that text and he can get very priceless pearls, ratnadyam. Ramayana is like ocean, and you can go and deep and take so many things, whatever you want for your life. Valmiki himself says in Valmiki Ramayana. Now, so we are going to get these pearls of management and leadership from Ramayana. Shall we dive deep? We will come back. No. It's very, very simple. So I'm not over that. Giving you pressure. Very simple and we can understand. Shall we go now? What is the relevance of Ramayana in the modern world? The question. What is the relevance of Ramayana? It's an ancient text. Whenever I go and take Ramayana, people will get slowly. Ramagatha, Rama lived in Treta Yuga. Thank you very much. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Why? We know the story. Sita was kidnapped. Again, Rama brought her back. Why? Unnecessarily? Story we know. This is a very old, very ancient story, but very relevant. How it is relevant, we have to see this. Gurudev Swami Chinmayanji, he came here to share this kind of relevance of our text in the modern person. Otherwise, many people are criticizing us. Many people are, you Hindu people are like this one. No relevance. You are talking about 5,000 years back, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. You are chanting so many things. You are worshipping, but full of superstitions. activities or superstitious activity you have. Excuse me, sir. We are, actually speaking, we have this mall, supermarket. People are asking, wherever I go, they are asking one question. Sir, for us, only one God, one path, one book. No confusion, sir. Who is your God? Who is your book? What is your book? What is your path? Straight. No confusion. Now you tell me, what is your book? Ramayana, more than 300 versions. Mahabharata, Bhagavan Veda is again so many Mahabharatas in their own language. Every state has got so many devotional books. Whenever they ask some question, it is very difficult for answer. No, you agree? Sir, tell me, are you worshipping one God or so many gods? 33 crores. Getting it? So when they ask this kind of question, we do not know how to answer. You agree? Yeah. Not agree. Whole life we are agreeing. The question is, here the pawn shops are very big. Okay, pawn shops are very, very big here. Like big pawn shops. And somewhere if you go to South India, pawn shop is very small. You call it, in Tamil we will call it Potti Kadai. Potti Kadai, or Potti means box. Or Bunk Kadai, small. You understand this? Small. Only few cigarettes, few pawns, finished. No confusion in that. He knows each and every part of that. How many things here? You agree? No confusion. You go to mall. Sometimes we do not know which direction we entered. Hey, you getting it? We entered in one direction, but we went the whole mall. More than 3 hours. Because we have other job, otherwise we will live in there itself. When we come back, we do not know which direction I entered. You getting it? So many times it happened to many people. Me also. Somebody took me few places. We do not know. We forgot which direction we entered. Sanatana Dharma is like mall. You getting it? You get everything. Very, very big. 33 crores of devatas. Even the Ekam Sat, Vipraha Bahudavadanti. So many, libraries of book. Why? It accommodates all varieties of people in that. That is a glory. Nobody is rejected. Whoever comes, you can come and sit and you can, get. This is Sanatana Dharma. This is glory. Even though this is very, very ancient and very relevant to this modern world. Is it okay? Ramayana also very, very relevant. Now we'll see this. Now our topic is leadership and management. All the things, all the small things, traditionally we have to see. That's why I have given this. Now this is our original topic. Shall we go? Samudram iva Ratanadyam. So you have to go deep and you have to take it should be very relevant to our modern world. The Rama lived in the Treta Yuga. So we are living in Kali Yuga, very, very modern world. Now we are living in this world, all the smartphone, smarter than our mind, our brain, smart. Phone is smart. Now we have come to, just in those days means just 2-3 years back, we were pressing this number or the letter. Now we are over that. Touching. Actually hereafter, no need to touch. Science may grow like this. Just everything will happen. It may come. We do not know. Peak of the science. So we are living very peak of the science. Our age is like that. How relevant? How relevant? This is leadership and the management. Now, leadership is innovation. Leadership, you take the people. You take the people towards some goal. Simple, in a simple way. There are so many great definitions for leadership. You should take many books. Leadership, simple definition, you take a team of people towards some goal. That's all. Leadership is over. Management, while we are taking the team towards the goal, on the way so many problems will happen. How to manage these people and taking the people towards the goal. This is called management. Over. You understood, I know that. I'm not giving so many definitions for leadership, so many innumerable definition for management. Very simple. Manage means what? Whenever a problem comes, we should know how to handle it. Handling the problem while we are traveling on the journey is called management. When you take the group of people towards the goal, leadership, simple. Over, you understood. You like this? This leadership and management, the habit of leadership management, we heard when we lived like this in one of the Janmas. All the living beings, we had this kind of asana from this bird Janma. Whether we live in land or in water, the sky. All the animals, they had their own leadership and management system. So this is not very new to human being. All the animals, all the birds, they have. And we also lived like that only. One person should lead us, other person should follow. So the leader should have the ability to solve the problem. Okay, now, these are the management theories from Western sides. From the West, when you look at West, management, leadership means we have to look at this. These are the great theories. You must have studied or seen this. Great man theory, trade theory, behavioral theories, contingency theory, transactional and transformational. Now servant leadership theory also now it's emerged now. The leader should go to the subordinate level and he has to work with the subordinate. This is called servant leadership. So they are testing, they are bringing different theories. This great man theory, according to great man theory, leaders are born, they are not made. That's all. I do not know which leader got this kind of problem and it came out this kind of theory. Leaders are born, they are not made. He must have given so much of training. He must have failed. And he came to the conclusion, I think leaders are born, not made. Why? I worked so many years on this fellow. He is not changing. Yeah, the conclusion, they must have got this kind of conclusion. You are getting it? This is based on the experience only they are coming with this kind of theories. You have to appreciate. Because they spend a lot of time and they also reflect. They also do research. Simply we should not do that. Say this, no. Man came with this theory with a lot of time and effort. The next theory, trade theory. People are either born or made. The other kind of leader. Sometimes he must have tried. Okay, so sometimes I can make the leaders, sometimes I can see the born leaders. This is called trade theories. They brought this kind of names also. Okay, this theory. And behavioral theory, task oriented and people oriented. Some people in a company you just go, my task is very important. Sir, my children are not learning very well. Oh, like you, they are also not learning, not studying. Yes, sir. I have to take care of my children. No, I am not worrying about your personal life. My task is very important. Task-oriented leader. Sometimes people-oriented. So you take care of your family. You don't worry about the factory, okay? You come. Whenever you want, you can come to factory. Whenever you want to go, you go. What about the factory? We will close in 1 month. Sir, people-oriented leadership, they will close the company, office. Because they are more, giving freedom to the people there. No, there is, the leadership should be there. We have to make task also. At the same time, we have to police the people also. This is behavioral theory, different leadership. And next, contingency. Certain situation comes, suddenly the man becomes leader. In political situation also like that. How you become leader? All situations there. My karma is good now. Suddenly leader pops out. How? Even I do not know. Suddenly I became leader. This is happening in so many places now. Politically also. I'm not telling, but you understood so many things. Transactional leadership. Transaction made between the leaders and followers. They come and discuss, then lead. We cannot find who is leader. Everybody is leader, that's all. Who is follower? Everybody will follow. Interesting kind of leadership. Because they spend time and they brought this kind of theories. Okay, they keep this kind of, suppose when we run some company, we can also bring some theory. What is that? Kali Yuga theory, that's all. In Kali Yuga, you can give some name. You can bring and you can add your own theories there. And the transformational theory. The leaders will transform the followers. So sometimes if the leader puts some kulla, all the followers also will put kulla. Leader put some kind of the different bindi, same bindi the followers will. Have you seen that? So whatever the leader set the standard, itaro janaha. Bhagavad Gita says that. Yatid acharati sreshtaha. Tattadeva itaro janaha. Sa yad pramanam kurute lokaha tata anuvartate. Transformational. These are all the leadership theories. Now see, very, very interesting point. The management education. This management education, 1900 year. The year 1900. 100 years back. Or 100 and what that? Now the 120 years back. 2020. The first degree of the management is given to the people by this Amostuck University in America. One research paper says that. Just 120 years back only this thought, the management thought evolved and it was that come up with some shape. Just 120 years, the first degree copy is given. The time difference, the modern management leadership theory is just 190. Oh, okay, 120. I will add one more year, okay? 120 years. Because sugar also you told that's why. 120 years old. Just the management. Management is 120 years old. Now it's very interesting. In Ramayana, when Ramayana happened, Treta Yuga, na? In Treta Yuga, 12,96,000 years old. Ramayana. The very interesting point, the modern management, they spend time, they make effort, and they came up with so many theories I showed you. And hereafter also they will make so many theories. They will add so many theories. So they try and they come up with new theories. Here in Ramayana, no need to do anything. Already it has happened. From what happened or that Idihasa, we can derive theories from that incidents. You getting the difference? So we had this kind of management leadership theories in India, in this Bharata, in Treta Yuga itself. So when we read this book Ramayana, from there we can derive. No need to spend, no need to make effort. Already they spend time, they made effort. When we study, we can derive this kind of management leadership theories. Now you know you got the point. Our rishis recorded this. Valmiki recorded. When you read Mahabharata, there also you can find. Already the incidents happen. From the incidents, we do this, the case study. From the case study, we can derive so many theories. You understood? Human resource management. Complete guide to human. These are all the books available in the market. Just I am telling. Okay? Book number 2. Strategic management. Principles of management. So many books are available. You just go, different management books. All the books we have in our room also. Near puja room. First things first. Okay. How to improve your leadership and management skills. Already I am working as a leader more than 20 years. Then I am reading this book also. Some trial. How to manage difficult people. How to manage difficult people. Only 2 people are there in that house. Father is reading this book. Father brought this book and covered it, started reading. How to handle difficult people. One day the cover has gone because the fan, what that? Because the fan cover has gone. At that time only mother came out. So many days you are reading this book. How to handle difficult book, difficult people. Only we two are living here. What is it? Somehow. How to handle? Getting it? How to handle? Every manager knows how to handle difficult people. Oh. Very difficult. See, the work done from the people. So getting the work done from the people is very, very difficult. Those who are working as a manager or a supervisor, CEO, they know. They get very quickly the sannyas, I tell you. Very good. Dharma, artha, kama, I don't want. I want moksha immediately. It's very difficult to get work done from the people. Sometimes you get irritated. You keep on telling you. So many instructions they are not understanding. Simply say, you just get out from that place. I will do myself. So we get irritated. Because when we convey the idea, what kind of work we want to get from that person, the person doesn't have that kind of head to receive the idea. That's the problem. All tamasic people. Leader means what? Leader is highly sattvic, subtle ideas, vision. And he says, have you understood? The reaction itself says that they don't understand anything. Oh God. Krishna is telling about the three the structure of the human intellect. Sattvika buddhi, tamasika buddhi and rajasika buddhi. All the leaders, all over the world, all the leaders are what is sattvika buddhi. Because they have vision. They know where to take the people. The followers are tamasika buddhi, rajasika buddhi. You getting it? It's very difficult. So the people also should rise according to this, what the leader. Then how powerful leader. Why leader is doing like this? When we understand the leader's vision, we admire leader. We admire leader. Very nice book, na? The manager, the leader. Brilliant people, management, practical, what is the project management. How to deal, again same book in different picture. All these books are available in the market. I tell you, my personal, I never read all this kind of thing. Just read Ramayana. From this you can derive. How? Because we are also managing many people. Managing means what? No need to get any training. Just when you live in a family, you know what is management. Just with 4 people only you are living. Your husband, daughter, son, finished. Whole samsara is there in the house. Father, mother, daughter, son. 4 people are more than enough to understand what is life. Mother means what? From morning, she starts the prakriti. All the activities because of the motherhood. Father, Brahma Swarupi. Very silent. He doesn't know anything about the family. Only mother knows what is where in the house. You getting it? Father is sitting and reading paper, coffee paper book, Brahmam, Parabrahmam. The mother is Prakriti. Going here, coming this and that, breaking, talking, very good. If mother is not there, then family is boring. If you want to have a very nice family, mother should be there. That talking to mother is very, very interesting. And this boy, the boy goes and comes. You should not ask, where are you going, when are you coming? Are you okay? What over project? You are not responding. Have you understood? You will not talk so much. All the four people. How to manage? How to manage? Father, how to manage the four people, three people. Mother says how to manage these three people. You getting it? So management, it doesn't mean that only we are managing in the company or so. Wherever we live, the 2-3 people also. I do not know how to manage this only one person. It is how to manage. It's all about mind and intellect, the play of mind and intellect. With no need to go through all this. Otherwise, you read Ramayana, derive so many things, and you go and read. You will see the same things here also. Same things, same fragrance you will get in this book also. I'm not telling you should not read, but no need to waste time. Okay, suppose if you have that, you read Ramayana also, you read this also, you find this, what that. The connection from the Ramayana. Now, the principles of. The very nice thing, the 3 points I read one research article. In that article, Rita McGrath Rita. So this, what that person brought this research paper, this is the main thing. In those days, in 120 years, okay, in those days, the first management thoughts, they were all very much interested in execution of the work. First, execution of the work. Execute it. After some time, what happens? The execution is not important. You have to bring expertise in that execution. You getting it? Execution means just you do the work. Expertise means input should be very little, output should be more. Efficiency should be there. Expertise. Suppose you ask father to make coffee. Mother is not well, father is making coffee. 10, 15 tumblers and 20 spoons. Are you getting it? 12 plates. All the things he will put and he will make coffee only to make only one tumbler coffee. Mother comes out. What is this? For how many people you made coffee? Only one. To whom? For me only. Yo, to make only one tumbler coffee, why you brought so many utensils and things? Efficiently I want to make, that's why. Sir, finally you made coffee. Making coffee is execution. There is no expertise in it. You getting it? So many utensils you brought and you have to wash it. So expertise should be there. Now you can connect wherever our people are making mistake. You say just pour water, they pour water more on that. The plant dies fleeched. Pouring is I poured water. Pouring water for the plant. Plant is execution. How much to pour? Pour. You getting it? Finished. Now the expertise is not there. Then the management, the development came. Execution only is not a thing. You have to bring the expertise also when you work. Second thought. The third thought now, okay, you brought the expertise in that. You know how to execute. At the same time, when you do your work, you have to love the work. They tell you. And empathy should be there. The value should be added. Otherwise, mother makes very nice kheer. Expert, she knows how to make kheer in 5 minutes. Best in 5 minutes. But mother never smiles. The children, father, they are not touching this kheer. Why? Kheer is very good. The fragrance is very divine. Everything is good. In 5 minutes she made. Expert. She executed. But no value added. You getting it? Empathy also should be there. Empathy means value. Now this is the development of management theories. Now we have come to conclusion. Now you go to other foreign countries, they are in those days. Those days means what? Just 2 years back. In the modern world, those days means 1 hour back. 1 day back. Because they are upgrading. Oh. But when I start this computer, if the ring goes 30 seconds, I feel this one yuga is going. You getting it? See our mindset, how it changes. Just 1 year, 2 year back, you go to foreign countries, they were telling that somehow you have to make what that work done. Now they are telling, when you bring this work, now you have to see how many people you made, what that happy. Then you brought this work. Now they are all concerned about this happiness of these people also. You should not use these people and bring the output. When you bring the output, how many people you made happy, that is also included now. That means they have come into this place. So execution, expertise and empathy, all the three things, now only they have arrived after testing, so many words, after the test. Now in Ramayana you see, execution is there, expertise is there and empathy value also is there. This is the beauty of our culture, our scriptures. This is presented by Valmiki Rishi. You getting it? Now I introduce you the book of leadership and management, meant for everyone to manage difficulties and lead the happy life. Author is Sage Valmiki. You getting it? So our book is not only Ramayana, this is a leadership and management book. We can derive so many great things from Ramayana. So many over that years we have been looking at this Ramayana as a traditional book, Bhakti book. Sir, Bhakti is there, okay. Lord is there, okay, sir. And we have to get this kind of view also, how to derive this kind of things. Okay? Now, are ready now? Now the introduction part is over. Now we are going into the episode or the case study. Are ready? The first thought from this Ramayana. More than 10 thoughts I brought for this for 5-6 days or 15 thoughts also. Thought by thought will go. Thought Rama, the value based leader. Are you ready? Say yes. Yes. Now first incident from Ramayana. Now I told you it is very, I am not going to cover the story. You know the story. Just to pick up the incident. From that incident what we have to learn. Now see this. Vali and Sugriva. You like the fight? Very nice fight. Vali and Sugriva. So there was a problem between Vali and Sugriva. Vali is elder brother, Sugriva is younger brother. Some mistake happened between these two people. Some misunderstanding happened. Vali misunderstood Sugriva. And Vali thought that Sugriva has taken my property, Kishkinda Rajya. We know that why it has happened. Sugriva is very sattvic person, very nice person, even though he is very powerful. But when you compare the Sugriva with Vali, Sugriva is lesser, what that, in one strength and power. But Vali is very, very powerful than, more powerful than Sugriva. They were fighting each other. Rama came in between and helped over that Sugriva for his own task. Rama has to get the army of Vanara. And he has to search for Sita. For that, he has to take Sugriva's help. Sugriva had misunderstanding with Vali. So Rama has to finish Vali and make Sugriva king of Kishkinda. Sugriva can bring Vanara or that Sena. Through the Vanara Sena, Rama can get Sita. This is the story, the incident. We know that. Now, here, this is the introduction for Vali or qualification for Vali. Vali, what is a Vali? Who is Vali? Surascha Suramanicha Prakyata Balapurushaha Balavan Vanaro Vali Samyugesha Aparajitaha. Very powerful person, valiant, known for his strength and manliness, Vali. He has never been defeated in conflicts. Whenever Vali goes for the fight, only Vali wins, Vali gets success. Getting it? He has got one special boon. Whoever comes in front of him, his power also Vali can take. He has got that kind of boon. I don't know whether you have in Ramacharita Manas also you have that kind of boon. Huh? Okay, this is the thing is very powerful. Vanara, valiant, known for strength. Never he can be defeated in any. This is Vali. Shuramani, Prakyata Balapurushaha, Balavan. Sammigeshu aparajitaha. Wherever he goes, he will come with cup, meaning cup. And what that? Medal. This is Vali. Now, when I introduce Vali, I have to introduce Sugriva also. Vanarendro Mahavirya Tejovan Amita Prabha Satyasandha. Satyasandha means he follows Satya. In our life also, if you are Satya Purusha, if you follow only Dharma, go that side. Because everywhere you are coming and you are talking about Dharma, it's irritating sometimes. Satya Sandho Vinitascha Dhrutiman Matiman Mahan. Prose, energetic, endowed with the effulgence, true to his promise, Satyasandha, cultured, resolute, very clever. Okay, this is what that Sugriva. Now, so when you compare Sugriva with Vali, Vali is, whenever he goes, he will come with success. Now, Sugriva is a Satyasandho Vinitascha. You are getting it? The values added to his personality. Because he has value and this and that, many times this more powerful person is defeating this less power. Have you seen? Not I have seen. I am also suffering like Sugriva only. Whoever comes in front of me, they are looking like Bali. Wherever I go, Sugriva. Sugriva has got Satyasandha, Vinitascha, cultured. The cultured people are very suffering very much in our life. You must see. Good people, they are just going away from this place. I don't have that much of ability to fight with this kind of person. Good people are always going away from the war field. Why unnecessarily I go and suffer? No. Let him do. We have seen. We are seeing in our life. Because good people are not coming forward to fight against that unrighteousness, everything is happening. But in our Purana Itihasa also, good people are suffering and the strong people are the stronger people, they only dominate. This is what happened. Now our Rama comes in between. And Rama helps Sugriva. Sugriva says to Rama here, Drishyande chasya karmani dushkarani surairapi yani sanchintya bhitoham rishyamukam upasita. Oh Rama, it's very difficult to defeat Vali. Fearing Vali, now I am taking shelter in Rishyamukha Parvata. Why? In Rishyamukha Parvata, Vali cannot come. Wherever I go, Vali is sending some people to beat me. See all the sides. So Rishyamukha Parvata, when Vali comes, he will die. He has got this kind of boon of Matanga Rishi. So here I am living. Oh Rama, you please help me and finish Vali and give something for me. This is a request from Sugriva. So Rama, you know that Rama killed. Rama killed. Because in the Vali, whether Rama killed Vali, is this wrong or right? Righteous or unrighteous? This is a very big debate is going on. So many hundreds of years is going on. Now, Rama finished Vali. At that time, Vali says, hey Rama, unnecessarily you killed me. What is your problem? What is your problem? What kind of mistake I have done to you? I never done anything. I heard that you are searching for your wife. If you would have told me, Maithili maham ekagra tava anitavan bhave. If you would have told me, oh Vali, please bring my wife, in one day I can go to Ravana's place, I can bring her back. You missed the chance. Vali says, you missed. Unnecessarily you killed me and you helped my brother Sugriva. Because you don't understand my strength. Sugriva is Ravana is my friend. Even no need to go. Just if I send one message, Ravana will send her back. I am more powerful. Why? You didn't select me, you selected Sugriva unnecessarily. Getting it? This is the question of Vali when he fell down. Rama says, Tum tu dharma adhikrantaha sakam katam shakyam upekshitam. Rama says, you are completely away from the path of righteousness. Dharma adhikrantaha, I don't want to get your help. My goal is not to get Sita back. So I am more interested how to get Sita back also. Getting it? So the history should not come that Rama is very urgent. He has to get Sita. He utilized what that Vali But to bring back her, you getting it? Now suppose our Valmiki writes the story like this, Valmiki himself will close. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Why? I didn't like this kind of hero to introduce you. Hero should have this kind of value. In my life, goal is not important. The way also very, very important. Means also should be very righteous and goal also should be achieved like this. So this is the value-based leadership. You getting it? Now, you understood this? Because you should not think that I have given my own story. Excuse me. Therefore, I brought you original sloka, you are what that? To your notice. You should not think that I only brought this kind of big cinema. No, it is written there. I showed you the slokas also. Now the management insight. From the one incident, the management incident, criteria to select the candidate. Rama had two candidates, Vali and Sugriva. Rama rejected Vali, selected Sugriva. Getting it or not? Those who are selecting candidates for your company, suppose you select a boy for your girl or girl for your boy, not only you want to see only the photo or select, no. Getting it? You have to see what you have to see. How to select people? You have choice. You getting it? Vali stands for power and skill. Whether you select power and skill, the person, I interviewed the person is very, very efficient. This person, the efficiency is needed for my company. If I take him, are you getting it? Other person I have like Sugriva, stands for goodness and truthfulness. I have other person. I will select the skillful person than the good person. You getting it? Why? The company is in the urgent. So company need urgently this kind of person, skillful person. You come, join tomorrow itself. Tomorrow itself he will join. Next week he will make all miss. Why? Skill and power is there. Goodness is not there. Now here Rama shows us very, very practical, relevant point. Even this modern text, no, ancient text, the relevant point, select the good person and empower them. Empower can beat. Why? Receptivity is there. Goodness is there. Loyalty is there. You can spend so much on this person. This person never will pull us down anywhere at any time in our life. You getting it? This is what we have to learn from Ramayana, from the, what is that? Rama. This is called leadership and management from Ramayana. Choice between skill and goodness. Suppose the person, suppose you have, what is that, boy, 25-year-old boy, good family, girl studied very nice, looking very good, skilled girl, everything is very good. But arrogance is inside. It's not shown. You finished everything, the two families came together after 1 year. You getting it? You know, I'm not telling anything. You know the story. Yes. Suppose the father, mother, they studied Ramayana. They not only say in the background money is there, position is there, political power is there. No, I don't see it. That will not come and give you happiness. If this personality is good, first you take. But the girl do not know how to make kheer. We will teach her. You don't worry. Girl do not know. She doesn't know how to make rasam. First day, whatever she cooks, just eat it or swallow it. After 1 month, she knows how to cook. She will become very powerful. What the Griha Lakshmi. Oh, why goodness is there. We can empower. So many companies, they select the good people and empower them. They will become a very powerful person in the company. They will lift the company. They will never put it down. Loyal people. You getting it? This is the leadership. What kind of leadership? Value-based leadership. Rama never went for his task based on the skill and power. Rama said, good people I want to have with me. I can empower them, encourage them. Through this good means only I have to get my task completed. Have you got it? This is point number 1. And tomorrow I will show you affinity among the team members, how to create, training the top leaders by the top leader, and the right person for the right work, okay? Testing the abilities of the member. Tomorrow. Okay, these are the points we will study little bit.
Swamiji, we are all so privileged.
Yeah. Are you okay with this point? I'm not telling the story. You know the story. You pick up the incident from this. What is a relevant point which is very, very useful to our life, day-to-day life? How to connect our practical life with the scriptures. This is what we try to do. And we get this kind of thing for our. I try my best to bring this kind of thing. Once if you get this kind of knack, now you will know, that how to derive so many things from your Ramayana. You can read and you can follow this kind of techniques. Thank you very much. Tomorrow you'll meet.
Thank you so much, Swamiji. We are all so privileged for this great opportunity which has enabled us to dip into your vast resources of knowledge and wisdom. We look forward with great expectation for more insight from you tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a small request. Please be seated so that Swamiji can go because once you're in the aisle, it will be a little disturbing. I also request you to come back tomorrow with family and friends for this great Gyan Yagna, and you all can join us tomorrow. Thank you so much. Hari Om.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaye Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om.